Hello, friends of strategy. Nautikos here from the Nautikos RTS channel, a channel focused on historical battles, RTS strategy games, and yeah, I think the title is very self-explanatory. And yeah, this channel is about Age of Empires 4. Welcome to my channel. Last video I was talking about the most expected civs I'm willing to play. Remember, right now I still haven't played with any civ. I've never played Age of Empires 4 until now, and I'm taking this time to record my impression about the civs, and now I'll be talking about the last interesting civs, in my opinion, to be playing with. Not because it's bad, because I think all the civs except the last one. No. I think all civs are great. All the civs are good as they are, and of course they will have a lot of modifications throughout the next months. But in my point of view, the work put, all the effort, all the work put into this game, all the love they put to copying to make exactly Age of Empires 2, but as if it was done today, because it actually from the 2021. Um, you know, it's like a very interesting game. I'm expecting a lot to play, even with those last interesting civs, because I want to know them better. But for now, as the market they tried to put on us, man, that market was so bad. I think that's good. They have millions of players that love the franchise, that played so much years, like me myself. That's one of the reasons I'm creating this channel. And man, I like those games a lot. But come on, they didn't show us. Uh, I, the first time I saw an actual gameplay, it was yesterday, after months and months of medieval progressive propaganda of, hey guys, this is a trebuchet. Look how a trebuchet shoots. Man, fuck that. I don't know if, yeah, 2 minutes. I think I can say fuck, or swear words. Um, I don't know if there are kids. Probably there are kids listening to this channel, and come on, kids, don't swear in front of your mothers. It's a very bad behavior. But today, it's not about swearing in front of your mother. The subject of this video today is about the last interesting civs. I think just I don't really want to play with the my first time playing Age of Empires 4. And here it goes, the last interesting of all. Number 8 goes to the Franks. French, whatever they choose to put in this game. Oh, but come on, why? They are like, they are basically a copy of England, and you put England in the third place. Why French so low? Well, because, again, I've never seen anything about them. They make so much. They showed us a lot of English, of Delhi, Abbasids, Chinese. They showed a lot of things. They also revealed the last time about the HRE and the Rus. They showed us very little, but they showed us. The Franks, they just talked about campaign. Joanna d'Arc, look at her, look how powerful she is, look how glory, look how cool they speak French and and yell at her army and those charges of cavalry being smashed by English bowmen. I don't know if that's what the video shows, but that's what I'm imagining. Because man, I don't know anything about the Civ. And I think I have already talked a lot about a civ that I haven't seen at all. And you know what is most frustrating? I don't want to see anything about it. I just don't care. I don't see any relevance for the Franks. Okay, the Franks were a very important medieval kingdom. They were one of the first kingdoms to show up after the fall of the Roman Empire, and their people are still there, talking French and doing French stuff. Okay, they're very historic important. The francophone peoples are all over the world. They have a very historical importance. I know, I do recognize, but as a civ on a medieval game, I think they just didn't show us enough, and I just don't care. Next one, number 7. Wait, that's the wrong paper I'm holding here. Wait a second, I'm going after that. I don't really remember. 7, 8. Yeah, I found it. Number 7, the Delhi Sultanate. Come on, dude. The Delhi? How they are not interesting? They have the wisdom of temple. They have that building with those university professors yelling at a building and making something, and they have their huge elephant war. You don't like elephants? What's wrong with you? Okay. Elephants are very interesting if you're talking about Rome Total War. Man, I love those elephants. They just smash everything on their front. But come on, in Age of Empires, they're not quite good because in any now they played games with the Persians. If you see one gameplay with Persians in Age of Empires 2, they just don't make the elephants. They just go with that annoying strategy of destroying his own TC. But again, it's not Age of Empires 2 channel. What I'm trying to say is that okay, they have elephants, slow unit, a very tanky one, slow unit that can be easily put down with my Rus monks in their horses. Come on, I'm just not that interested. I'm just not that impulgated. Okay, there's also a factor that I don't know anything about the Delhi Sultanate historically. Sometime I heard about Aladdin was from there, but I'm pretty sure okay, he looks like an Indian, but is that he in Arabic? Because that original language videos of the princess of the Disney, he was speaking Arabic, or I think he's speaking Arabic because I don't speak Arabic, I don't really know. But again, besides, let's just imagine that Delhi Sultanate is the kingdom of Aladdin and his flying carpet. Okay, do I have Aladdin and his flying carpet? No, I don't have it. So I don't really want to play a lot. I'm not that anxious about playing with the Delhi Sultanate. So yeah, maybe I bit my tongue. Maybe maybe Delhi and the Franks became my favorite civ to play with in the near future, but I don't really know. I have no way to know that. So for now, the Delhi, meh, I don't see them as an interesting civ, at least not that called my attention. Going up with number 6, Holy Roman Empire. Oh, what the hell! Roman Holy Empire is by far the best civ on the game. I want to play all day with Roman Holy Empire. That is in other languages known as the Holy Germanic Holy Empire, or some stuff like that. I don't really know how to translate it. But again, you know that old, boring history. They're not holy, they're not whole Roman, they're not an empire. But okay, everyone knows that. But I have no problem with them. I think they have a pretty cool I don't really know how to pronounce it. Is that those guys we have as mercenaries in Age of Empires 3? They have a long sword. They make damage in area. They have a very cool hat with a very cool plumed hat, and they just look cool. Okay, they do. They are very good civ in map control. Yes, and map control is extremely important. They will be probably one of the most powerful civs. Okay, I agree with that. They have very cool looking cannons like those from Age of Empires 3, but magically controlling themselves like anything on Age of Empires 2. Okay, that's the reason why they're number 6, not number 8. But again, come on, guys. Really, you put the Holy Roman, the Holy, yeah. Ha, the 8 sound, ra, the R sound. The Holy Roman Empire on your game, but didn't put the real Roman Empire, the Byzantines. Again, I'll be keep yelling, you guys. I'm mad at you. I will keep yelling. I will keep my disagreements. I just cannot accept you guys don't have the Byzantines on your game. That's just ridiculous, man. I am very furious on you, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pay more money for you guys when you brought me those civs and that DLC. And you know why? Because I'm a consumer. Yeah, I'm furious now, but I'll be spending more money into the not for free DLC with the Byzantines, probably the Turks, probably maybe Armenians, whatever. But guys, the Holy Roman Empire, I've never had much historical interest. It's a very not centralized power, historically speaking. The Teutonic Order, it's cool for crusading and the thematic, they're cool, helmet. But in general, they're more like in their late stages. I would like much more to play, a new Age of Empires 3, being Age of Empires 5 or whatever, in which have Prussia and Otto von Bismarck making his huge army and making fool of Napoleon the Third. The third. Anyway, the Germans are such a cool nation, but in this game, I don't really think so. Alright, now I'm going into the number 5, the last. Okay, I just put them here because there are 8 civs in total, and the Rus, I won't play more with Rus with this one civ, but I don't think they're boring. Okay, I have some complaints about it, but I don't think they're boring at all. There must be very fun civ to play with, but not as fun as with the first 4 civs I told about in my last video. And this one, of course, if you guys have made the maths, you know that I'm talking about the Mongols. Mangudai, wow, I really like that one unit. They just look amazing. They shoot while they walk, and yeah, it looks like a very interesting unit. That Khan, I don't think that's the name of the unit, but basically that powerful guy in the horse, throwing some fireworks. Yeah, that thing that brights on sky and make noises. Man, it's so cool. It's very interesting thing. Have said those things about and now with my complaints, I would say that they have no walls. A civ in a game like Age of Empires with no walls. So what are you gonna do? Of course, I know what you're gonna do. You flew. No, you flew. Yeah, you flew away. You run away. Oh look, the English are coming. Run! run! Like, get out! Let's fly, let's fly. Let's unpack all our buildings and build it somewhere else. Okay, it has its advantages. You don't have to keep expanding wood. You just build it once and take it somewhere else. I don't know if there are firefighters to solve that problem with buildings on fire. I don't know if villagers can fix that. I don't know much about Age of Empires 4 right now, but the point is, the Mongols, I don't think they are as interested at the Rus. I want to play with them. They looks interesting, more interesting than the HRE. They have their unique mechanics. They have that uvu, whatever that does. They looks good. They looks good, but I don't think they're as interesting as those other four civs. Just to um, talk about them again. Number 4 for the Rus, number 3 for the English, number 2 for the Abbasids, and number 1 for the Chinese. Oh, I hadn't told about why I choose Chinese on number 1 and Abbasid Empire on number 2. And that's because I forgot. Yeah, I do that sometimes. But um, information. They gave me much more information about the Chinese than the Abbasids. Okay, Abbasids, they have camels, they look cool, they have that scimitar curved sword. They just look great. They have their unique mechanics. They look great, but I don't know much even about them. I think I know more about I know more about the English than the Abbasids, but English is more like a safe civ to play if you know how to play it. Chinese, I heard about, they're far more complex. It's harder to play with them. It's harder to play Chinese even in Age of Empires 3 because they're so different. But being different doesn't necessarily mean they're better. And that's one reason that I don't like to play Chinese on Age of Empires 3. But in Age of Empires 4, they look far more interesting. It's like in Age of Empires 2, they are one of the most powerful civs. The Vipers said they're good on Arabia, and I want to play with the Chinese. But for the most annoying civs, they were the annoyest at all. The French, yeah, followed by the Delhi Sultanate, then the Holy Roman Empire, and one that I don't think are meh. I just think they're not as cool as the others are the Mongols. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Share, subscribe, hit that like button. Next time.